Hello, thank you for joining me. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're listening to this. I'm going to try to sum this up with ChatGPT to audio to text and write this below the post as well. But I like to speak, so that's what I'm doing so you can just feel my tone, feel where I'm coming from, right? I'm writing a book right now, and I need your help. Basically, I hope this can be beneficial for you. I think some of my ideas are interesting enough. They might apply to you. They might not. I'm looking for people who are interested in this project to throw ideas out or to bounce my ideas off you. And so I'm at the very beginning stages. I have outlined my book. I do have my theory, my working theory. Right now, I want to focus on one question I'm asking of you. If you fit in one of these categories, let me know which category you fit into. And I'd love to talk to you on the side or right here in the post. Or if you want, you can record a video and post it. Whatever you're most comfortable in. I'm just trying to generate ideas right now and thoughts about this. So, again, I don't like categorizing people, or at least I don't like being categorized. So I'm not, but for my theory, I'm trying to just conceptualize this, what I have going here. So basically, death is, or at least can be, uncertain. It could just, boom, I could die right now, right? I mean, easily something could happen and I could die. And that uncertainty causes some people anxiety. So there are that camp of people who look at death as something like terrifying, maybe, and that, of course, there's a degree at how terrifying that is, or from 0 to completely, where you're always terrified or never terrified. That's death anxiety. Now, on the other extreme, you could be so accepting of life or as death being uncertain that you have no anxiety, but you have no, you're putting off death. You're making death so uncertain that you've disconnected the relationship between the way you live your life could very well be directly related to the way you die. And that's kind of more where my focus is that assuming that we don't die unexpectedly and we do, reach an old age, are we living in accordance with how we would like to die? So that's the question. I know it seems odd sometimes. I'm still developing this theory, but I generally do believe that, I'm sure there's people who don't. I don't think there's any theory that can just be applied to all humans, but I feel that these two extremes, even for somebody with extreme death anxiety and people who are completely like, it doesn't matter how I die, or in some cases, people actually would like to not know when they die. I've talked to some people in my interviews for my research where they said they want to get shot in the head or something like from the back, or die in their sleep. A lot of people want to die in their sleep, but that usually refers to an old age. Some people actually would like to just die in some or be fighting for a good cause, but just like blindsided and dead. So, I think there's an infinite answers to here. So I don't think it's possible to just categorize everybody in these different groups. But I'm trying to hone in on this pathway in the middle of extreme death anxiety, where just the thought of death is terrifying, and then the other one where it's so unpredictable that you disconnect your lifestyle from living, like I said, in accordance to that ideal death. So that's kind of my focus, is that looking at that ideal death and trying to create a life. So in a sense, it's finding purpose in your life. So it's really not about death. It's kind of finding a contentness in the way you live your life. Like, am I living in accordance? So like if I've talked to a lot of people who would like to die doing extreme things that they love to do. It could be fighting for somebody, protecting somebody, or doing an extreme sport that you enjoy. And in these cases, again, is that that would be a good way to go. Is that how you want to go? And like, would you press yourself to the extent that if you're old and getting close to death, shit, I'm going to go out strong and do that? And that's reasonable. I think there are people who would be in that camp. So taking all this in consideration, please reach out to me. Post a video if it's easier, or contact me. I'm in Thailand. Most of you could be anywhere, but if you're from America, most of the people I'm talking to we're like swapped out. It's like that morning and night match up well with me. I do have a lot of free time, mostly on the weekdays. Anyway, just reach out, throw these ideas off. I'm like I said, I'm early on in this stage, and I'm looking to develop this theory. I'm looking to be challenged for all means. I'm not like, this is the way it is. That's not at all my position. But I am honing in on this idea, and I want your thoughts. I appreciate it. Thank you.